October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Every day, people are living in silent fear in their own homes. Almost 20 people are physically abused by their intimate partner every minute, but we can stop this, and you can help. Today, I am collaborating with a large group of content creators for this empowering look. Now, this is really beauty for a cause because we are looking to help stop domestic violence. Now, this collaboration was started and organized by Lori over at Pretty Psyched Beauty, and Lori is actually a social worker, and this cause is very near and dear to her heart. So this really started with her wanting to support an organization called Alternatives in her area in Indiana, and we also just really wanted to spread the awareness about the effects of domestic violence. Really what we wanted to do is all share a look that makes us feel empowered. And, we of course wanted to include a beauty aspect into our videos today, but we're really hoping that you guys will find it in your hearts, in your wallets, to be able to donate to this organization. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of information about Alternatives and what they provide. This is the Domestic Violence Center that Lori is looking to support today. So this is located in East Central Indiana, and this organization doesn't just offer a place to stay for victims of domestic violence. They offer educational support specialized for children to help stop the cycle of domestic violence. Domestic violence affects every person within that home and has long-lasting effects on children's emotional well-being and their social and academic functioning. They offer education and training for the community and first responders, law enforcement, and teachers, and this shelter even offers on-site pet sheltering for pets of victims who seek their help. Now, Alternatives has created an Amazon wish list of items that are necessary for their services, so we ask that you consider donating directly to the shelter off that list. So these items are things like toilet paper, shampoo, conditioner, some of those everyday basics that we all honestly take for granted. Now, I'm really hoping that some of you will choose to donate using that Amazon wish list. To maybe make it a little bit more enticing, I wanted to offer to those of you that do donate. Now, I am going to be doing a 500 subscriber giveaway very soon on my channel, and I would like to offer an extra entry to anyone who does donate to this cause. So what you will have to do is take a screenshot of your order and send that over to me on Instagram at KeepBeautyReal. I just thought that this would be a fun way to thank those of you who do decide to help out with our support with Alternatives, and I want to thank you guys again so much. So again, all you have to do is send me a screenshot of whatever you buy off that Amazon wish list. It could be one item, it could be 20 items, but I just need to see that screenshot so I know that you placed an order. And again, that will be on Instagram at KeepBeautyReal. So of course, I do recommend subscribing to my channel here just so that you can see the details on that giveaway. I'm still kind of like rounding everything up for those boxes, so that will be coming very soon. So subscribe so you don't miss out, but good luck if you do decide to enter. Now, you can also send unused items that you may have. Like, I know we all have makeup that we've never opened, things that we haven't used, so this would be a great opportunity to donate that. Now, because this location needs to remain anonymous, what Lori is doing is she's asking that people send things to her P.O. box with a note saying that it's meant for Alternatives, and then Lori will actually schedule a drop-off with someone from Alternatives. So that is something that I think is so amazing to be able to do. Amazon makes it so easy to be able to do this, but also it's a way to get rid of some things in your collection that will definitely be loved by someone else. And, as far as the items that are on this list, again, like I said, these are things that a lot of us take for granted every day. So I hope that you guys will consider donating. I hope that sharing some of the statistics related to domestic violence, really makes all of us more aware of just how much this is affecting the people around us. I want to encourage you guys to check out a few of the other content creators' videos. I will link them all down below. I'd also like to invite all of you, if you're a content creator or if you just want to post a picture on Instagram, we'd love to see your work. If you could use the hashtag #EmpowerToNDV, this way we can see it, we'll be able to share it. I would love to be able to do that with you guys. And again, thank you so much for clicking on this video. It means so much to me. Now, if you'd like to see the details on my empowered look, let's get right into it. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started. And obviously, I'm already starting with a few things on my face. I just figured we could skip part of the base just because there's really nothing that I feel like I need to go over into too much detail, but for me, what makes me feel like super confident is some coverage that isn't too heavy and nice glowy skin. I love using cream products for that, and just something that kind of looks like natural you but better. So I went through with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. I really like this. I did just go through with the regular one. I do also have the crystallized, which is the one that has like a little bit of glow to it. And then I went through with my Bite Changemaker Supercharged Micellar Foundation. I love this. This is the shade L40, and I think just coming off of like the sunnier season, it's a little bit light for me, but not too bad. So I really do enjoy this. I went through with my Flower Concealer. I feel like I'm like kind of somewhere in between here. So I have light and light medium, especially since I've got this like breakout situation over here. I use the light medium in the areas that I needed to conceal, and then just a little bit of this like around my eye area to brighten it up a little bit. And then especially since the Bite foundation was a little bit light for me, I wanted to get a good bronze. This is definitely one of my favorites. This is the Bare Minerals Bare Pro Glow. I did just talk about this recently, I think in a makeup play date. I love this. I just think it looks so lovely on the skin. It's kind of like a good like bronzer meets contour, and I really do enjoy it. This is the shade Faux Tan. So that's what we're going to be starting out with. One of the things that makes me feel empowered is to empower and support other people, especially women. You know, in my everyday life, I love having a support system and being able to cheer on other people, but I also think as a consumer, it's really important to put your dollars where you think that they're going to matter. And to me, a big part of that is finding companies that give back to things that you find important. So I'm gonna go through and play with a little bit of the Rare Beauty. Now, of course, everybody's been talking about this. You guys know this is Selena Gomez's beauty brand, and I have not tried anything from this brand yet, but I think that this brand has a beautiful message, and I love that Selena has started the Rare Impact Fund. On the Rare Beauty website, it says the Rare Impact Fund was launched with the goal of raising $100 million over the next 10 years to help give people access to mental health services. And it says that starting with Rare Beauty's very first sale, 1% of our annual Rare Beauty sales will go directly to the Rare Impact Fund. Now, I think that mental health is so important, and we really need to make sure that everyone has access to mental health services. And especially when we're talking about domestic violence, we know that there is going to be, for a lot of people, an impact in mental health when we're talking about these situations. So I thought that this would really tie in beautifully. I'm very excited to try some of these for you. I think I'm going to sort of like break into a little bit of each of these because I do really prefer more of like a dewy cheek. So I'm going to use the more dewy cheek from this set, but I thought I would also bust out one of these balms so we could put something on before we go ahead and go through with the lipstick. So I'm going to crack into these and we'll see what we think. All right, so I'm gonna start out by just applying a little bit of this balm. This is the shade Thankful, and I do have to say I really enjoy the Rare Beauty names. We have names like Bliss, Thankful, Love, Joy, Support, and Transform. So I really like that. We're gonna just pop this on. I have a little bit of moisturizer on my lips, just some of the Bite Agave Balm, but I thought that this would be a nice way to try this one out. Looks like just a really nice, like mauvey nude, if you will. That actually has a decent bit of pigment to it. I mean, nothing overwhelming, but I really like it. So we'll just let this stay on for a while and moisturize our lips, and then we'll be going in with a different lip color later. Now, I'm very excited to try out this cheek product. This is the shade Joy. This is one of the more dewy, luminous blushes. I'm gonna just pop this on the back of my hand, and then I'm just gonna go in with a beauty blender on the cheek. Now, like I said, I was really excited to get this little gift set, or the gift sets, I guess, since I did get 2 of them, because I wanted to be able to try out this formula, and, you know, I could get a few different products from the company. And, you know, I really do think that as consumers, we need to be aware of what our dollar means. Like when we are helping fund a company by purchasing things, it's nice to know that some of it is going towards a great cause. You guys, this is some Pigmented Blush. Whoa, I don't think I took it to heart. I did hear that it was going to be a pigmented blush. So I'm just going through with a stippling brush to try to like blend this a little bit more. Okay, that is really pretty. I think that I have enough blush on the back of my hand for like the next week. I used just a tiny amount, so I really do think that this is pretty. And like I said, I'm so glad to be supporting a brand that really supports a cause that I feel strongly about. So now, if you've been watching me before, you'll know that if I do powder, 90% of the time it's going to be with the Hourglass Veil Powder. I just love how like lightweight and seamless this is on the face. I mean, I feel my most confident self when I don't look like I have a crazy ton of texture to my skin, and I think that like layering powders and powders, it just adds to that. So I'm just gonna pop this right over, and I'm just kind of stamping that in with the brush. That way we still have some nice color and glow from that blush, but everything is going to stay all day. Now, like I said, one of the things that makes me feel empowered is empowering others and supporting them. So I wanted to go through with a product that was a collab from one of the content creators here on YouTube that I absolutely love. This is the Start Inspired highlight from Samantha March with the Ophir collab. I really think that Samantha March is one of the most inspiring and empowering women here on YouTube. Like, she really keeps it real, and you know, she's tried helping people with real life situations. Like, she's talked about her own mental health a little bit. She's talked about her financial struggles and, you know, starting her YouTube channel and all of the things that can come along with that. So I really enjoy all of her content, but I also love the fact that, you know, when you see women who are doing their thing, I mean, Samantha's an author, she's got her blog, you know, she has her podcast now, and of course her YouTube channel. So she's just doing so many things and excelling at all of them. So I think that it is really inspiring to be able to see that. So I wanted to be able to use some of her collection today. And I love that this is one of those highlights that's like split pan. So I don't know if the camera is picking that up, but you do have two different colors. You have like a more pinky and a more like yellowy icy tone. So it's nice because you have the option to blend all of these together, or you can just go through with one or the other. So I really like that. Okay, so continuing with Ophir products, I thought that it was very fitting for this empowered look video to be able to use the Empowered palette. Now, I did actually just recently talk about this in a video, and I do have one look up on Instagram using this palette, but we're gonna go with a different shift with this today. I didn't use the taupe shade last time, and I'm really looking forward to using that, because to me, something that makes me feel empowered is shiny and maybe has like a little hint of color to it, but is still sort of like everyday wearable. And for me, I mean, I think for me, everyday wearable is maybe here compared to some people, but you know, sort of that like hint of color that sort of makes people do a double take, and it isn't like, boom, oh, you have blue, which is totally cool too. But when I'm talking about like feeling like my most confident self, that's what I would envision. So that's what we're gonna go with today. Now, just so this video isn't like 900 minutes long, I'm probably just gonna speed through this, but I will show you what I'm using as I'm using it. We've got a little liner, some mascara on. I really do love the Hourglass Unlocked mascara. I also love the Caution Extreme mascara. This is a tubing mascara, so it comes off like lickety split. The Caution Extreme like is my ride or die. I could cry all day in it and it wouldn't go anywhere. So I love that one. But honestly, if I'm thinking about like what really makes me feel empowered, I do love a little extra lash. I'm gonna be brave, and you guys saw that I put on the Glamnetic liner because I want to retry these. I think these were Kiss lashes. No, these are the ones that like sandwich on and poke you in the eye, and they're a torture device all day. But I want to try just the top one and see if it works with the Glamnetic liner, just because I would love to be able to wear a lash more often and not have to worry about the glue residue. So we're gonna give it a go, fingers crossed. You guys, okay, I did one lash. It looks like it's working, so I'm gonna put this one on. I'm really excited about this. Oh, you guys, look, they worked and they look really nice, other than, I don't know, my lash over here that is doing something weird. I think that's from the liner application. Sit down, be humble. Okay, yeah, now that I got that lash under control, I will say, like, using this Glamnetic glue, it is like liquid latex if it hits your lashes, so you really have to be careful with that, but I love this. Like, yes, this makes me feel so confident. Like, I feel like it's glamorous, but it's not like over the top. I mean, these lashes are a fairly like natural lash, and I think that they are really nice and light. They're actually more lightweight than the Glamnetic ones because they only have like the 3 magnets on them, which I can tell even just from like having to replace that one, it's not gonna like hold as strong, but that might also be okay. You know, if for some reason you like wanted to change out to a more dramatic pair for night, if you're like that extra, but I'm loving this. So yay, I'm so excited about this. I can't wait to try. I think I have a couple other like magnetic lashes sitting around to try out. Obviously, I knew that the science of magnets, like there's probably not a proprietary magnet out there, so I figured it would work, but I'm glad to say that it did. Now I'm gonna zoom you guys out just so we can play with our lips a little bit. I'm very excited because this is gonna be something that I don't think we've seen on my channel for a while. Okay, now I shared this beauty in this week's haul. This, of course, is a Pat McGrath lipstick. This is the Luxe Trans formula, and this is the shade Pink Ultraness. Now, I was saying when I hauled this that I really do love a bold lip color. I haven't done it on my channel in quite a while. I don't know. I just have been kind of like into the more like natural glossy lips, but what really makes me feel empowered is that like beautiful, bright, bold lip. So we are going to do that today. And I thought it would also be good to pair with something else that I hauled in that video. This is the Ace Beauté liner. I haven't used this liner. Now, this is a little bit more cherry colored than this lipstick is, but I think we can still make it work. And another thing that I love is supporting indie brands, and I really like Ace Beauté. I talked about liking their eyeshadow formula. I haven't tried out these lip liners. Very excited to because I really have liked the products that I've tried. So we're gonna throw a little bit of this on just on the outer lip line. I know that, you know, as I've gotten older, my lip line has sort of gotten less and less defined. So I'm just gonna use it to sort of like fill out that top lip, define everything beautifully, and then we'll go in with our Pat McGrath lipstick. I did, by the way, wipe off that balm that we had on, the Rare Beauty one. It did feel super nice though. I could definitely see wearing that as like your like everyday throw on color. Worked super nice. This is like a really pretty color. I'm hoping that we can make it work with this lipstick. It's definitely more cherry than I would probably have done, but it's all right. We're gonna do it. Can't wait to put on this lipstick. Here we go. Wow, you guys, I love this. Like, it's so, so pretty. I do think that while this So Gorgeous liner from Ace Beauté is a little bit too cherry, I think it actually almost like softens, not softens it, but because it's a little like darker and a little bit warmer, it isn't quite of that like electric violet shade, which I personally will like. I know that when I share this with a more violet shade, I'm gonna love it, but I do think that it goes really well with the eye look because you get that little bit of like that taupey violet in that eyeshadow, and then there's just that like hint of green that sort of is like, oh, that's really nice. So at least I think it's really nice. I am very happy with this look. I am feeling very empowered. Let me know down below, what do you guys think? Like, would you rock a lipstick this bold? Like I said, this is really, a bold lip is what makes me feel like just really ready to rock. And I think that that's something that is nice to have every now and again, just that like really confident, like go at it attitude, right? So first of all, I want to say thank you to all of you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope that you enjoyed it, but I really hope that you'll take a look at what you can do, whether that is helping with alternatives and, you know, buying something off of their Amazon wish list, whether it's really looking at things in your collection, you know, it could be hygiene products, beauty products, those types of things. If you have things that are new and unused and you want to be able to donate them, either sending them to Lori over at Pretty Psyched Beauty, or maybe checking in with a shelter in your area or an organization that could help with this cause. When we really stop to take a look at the statistics here and see how much this affects people, people. And when you know that everyone within a family that has suffered domestic violence is being affected, this is really something we need to take care of. So I think supporting wonderful groups like Alternatives is a great way to start the holiday season and think about giving back, because I really think that the act of giving back is empowering in itself. So I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. If you did like this video, please give it a like. It will really help us spread the word. If you do decide to do an empowered look yourself, we'd love to see it on Instagram. Tag me and don't forget to use the hashtags that are linked down below. And I want to take a moment just to thank Lori over at Pretty Psyched Beauty for collaborating and getting this huge group together. I mean, we have over 20 content creators who are spreading the word about the effects of domestic violence and hopefully helping the organization that we are donating to. Again, that is Alternatives. And I think that, we all can take a step back and look at what we can do to help this cause. Please don't forget to check out a few videos from some of the other content creators who are doing this collab. I will, of course, link everybody's information down below. We will have Instagram handles and YouTube channels so you guys can check all of that out. Thank you guys so much. I will see you really soon.